I have attracted so many fun experiences, opportunities, situations, people in my life using the law of assumption by Neville Goddard. And in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can do the same thing. Hello everyone, my name is Fleur. On my channel, I talk all about self-development, manifesting, life lessons, and in general knowledge to help you become the best version of yourself. You might not always be actively aware of this, but every single day that you're walking on this earth, you're constantly attracting people, things, situations, experiences into your life. Because our thoughts and our emotions are like a radio signal that's sending out energy, that's sending out vibration, and in accordance with that frequency, that energy that you're sending out, you're receiving people, experiences, opportunities into your life. And here's the thing about attracting anything into our lives using our thoughts and our emotions. We all have certain desires, right? We want fulfilling relationships. We want to live in a lush villa. We want to drive a specific car. We want to have career opportunities, experiences. We want to travel the world. But the moment we think about those desires is the moment we feel separate from it. All of a sudden, you're thinking about, I don't have that yet. I'm not there yet. I'm not living in that lush villa. My bank account doesn't look that way. You feel the lack of not having it. You feel distant from it. You don't feel what it feels like to already have that in your life. And that is exactly where the law of assumption comes into play. Neville Goddard says it this way: we should assume the wish already fulfilled. You want to feel what it's like to have that desire already in your life. We are constantly attracting by the way that we think and the way that we feel. And that's a signal that we're sending out to the universe. And in accordance, things are coming and entering our life. So if we feel what it feels like to drive that car or to live in that luxurious villa or to feel what it's like to travel the world or have that career opportunity, we're actually embodying that frequency and we're attracting it into our lives. And that's why your circumstances never matter using the law of assumption. Like, it doesn't matter what your life looks like right now. It can be completely far away from the desire that you want. But actually, if you start assuming as if you are already living in that reality, your subconscious mind is going to think that's your reality. And that energy is a signal to the universe, and that is going to draw it right to you. So how do we start implementing the law of assumption into our every single day lives so that we can actually start to attract anything that we want into our life? So there are 3 ways in which I implement the law of assumption into my every single day life. So the first thing that you can do is have a conversation with yourself as if you are already living in that wish fulfilled, as if that desire, that dream of yours is already in your life. How would you talk? How would you think? What kind of things would you say if that job interview happened, or that friendship entered your life, or that loving partner showed up? How would you be? And I do this in the car. I do this when I'm getting ready in the morning. Talk yourself into feeling as if you are already in the reality that you want. If you're able to bring up those feelings, those emotions of already being in the wish fulfilled, you're embodying that energy. And that energy of having that friendship, that relationship, that career, that opportunity is going to sit in your personal frequency. And your personal frequency is what you're sending out. And we receive people, opportunities, things into our life in accordance with the energy that we're sending out. So it's only a matter of time for it to show up in your life. And so the second thing that you can do is put on a song for like 2 to 5 minutes and tune into the feeling of having your desire already fulfilled. Like, visualize as if you are already living in your desire. Who would you be? How would you walk? How would you talk? What would your surroundings look like if you already had your desire in your life? Like, just get super invested into this. And I love to do this in the morning because that's when my brain waves are still slow. And your subconscious mind is most subjective to integrating new information. And so if you sit and linger into the feeling of already having that desire in your life, that friendship, that partner, that career opportunity, that money, that car, that villa that you want. You're sending more energy out to the feelings of already having that desire instead of feeling separate from it, instead of feeling like it's not there for you. And you want to invest as much energy and time into all the things that you do want, the desires that you do want to show up in your life, because the more energy that you send to the feelings of already having the things that you want in your life, the stronger the signal. And that's what's going to determine what you're attracting in your life. If it's hard for you to embody the emotions, the feelings of having the specific desire that you want in your life, you can actually go to a past memory where, for example, you felt love, or you felt tremendous joy, or you felt super excited, enthusiasm. You want to go to a past memory and apply that feeling to the new desire that you want to have in your life. Sometimes it can be hard to tune into the feeling of the new desire because you don't know what it's like yet. You could imagine that you feel happy, right? You feel excited. You want this to show up in your life. So go back to a past memory where you felt that way and apply it to this new situation. That's like one of the best ways to start feeling that emotion. And the third thing that I love to do is actually bring myself into the environment of already having it. So for example, if you want to live in a specific neighborhood, drive to that neighborhood and go ahead and walk there and imagine as if you are already living there, as if this is your street, as if that certain house there is your house. Feel as if it's yours. Walk as if this is your neighborhood. Or for example, if you want to attract more abundance into your life, start giving away things in your life that you don't necessarily need anymore. We all have things that we don't really use anymore, like clothes in our closets or things laying around the house that we look at but never really use. If you give something away to someone else and you embody the feeling of having more than enough, you have so much stuff and things in your life that you can actually freely give it away. You are signaling to your body that you have more than enough. You're embodying the frequency of having so much abundance in your life that you can actually freely give it away, because anything that you give away is actually coming back to you multiplied. You can use the law of assumption for anything in your life. This can be like a big life goal or a very big dream of yours, but it can also be very small things. Like for example, every single morning when I wake up, I set the intention that this is going to be the most fun, happy, loving day for me, whatever I want to experience that day. That is actually also filling in the law of assumption. I'm assuming that this is going to be a very, very happy day for me. And that's when I start to actually attract that intention in my life. I create emotions, feelings, and thoughts of being happy, because I assume that this is going to be that kind of day for me. And so that's like one of the most easy ways to implement the law of assumption. Like, you don't have to actually only implement it on like big goals or big dreams. You can use it in all the small things in your life. And it's so fun that you're actually not gonna stop using it. We are constantly attracting, we're constantly creating. Why not do it from a place where we actually choose ourselves what we want to experience, instead of letting our surroundings decide for us? Let's do it from a place where we get to decide. So before ending this video, I would love to know for what kind of thing in your life you're going to use the law of assumption. And this can be a very small thing, like an intention that you set in the morning, or for example, something bigger like an opportunity or a job application or a friendship to enter into your life. I would absolutely love to know and cheer you on in the comments. I hope this video helped you in any way. I'm going to send you so much love and see you in the next one.